Good morning on this Saturday. The weekend is here. Thanks for starting it with us here at Atlanta News First Plus as we look outside over Midtown. Get ready for another summer-like day out there. How about these past few days in this heat that we have been experiencing? Man, if you've been ready for summer, this is it. Today's your day. Yesterday was your day. Changes are coming, though. Good morning to you. I'm Megan Packer. We'll bring in First Alert meteorologist Rodney Harris in just a moment. He's got a lot to talk about, not only today's heat, but First Alert weather days for tomorrow and Monday. You'll want to stay tuned for what he has to say, tracking storms and a lot of rain heading our way. But right now, let me get you caught up on what's making news this morning. Our crew stayed really busy overnight and all morning long gathering news for you across Metro Atlanta, including this. There was a shooting investigation overnight in northwest Atlanta. We have video from this scene here after a person was shot and killed. It happened just before 2:30 this morning at an apartment complex on Mason Turner Road. Police say the 58-year-old who was killed was in a fight with his girlfriend when another man shot him. They say that suspected shooter is claiming self-defense in this case, and at last check was cooperating with investigators. Right now, a police officer is one of 5 people who went to the hospital for injuries after an early morning crash. We were on the scene here in the Stone Mountain area of DeKalb County. This is East Ponce de Leon Avenue and Sagewood Circle. This street was blocked off for hours. Again, we know 5 people were injured, including a police officer. We do not know their conditions right now or the extent of their injuries. We are staying in close contact with police and fire to get more about that and get an update on everyone's condition. We will update you throughout the day on our app as we learn more. Well, you still may be celebrating this morning like all of these fans were at the Battery last night. The Braves won their home opener over the Marlins 10-0 last night at Truist Park. And you had a chance to watch it last night on Peachtree TV, thanks to a partnership between the Braves and our parent company, Gray Media. There are 13 more games you can watch for free. The next game on Peachtree TV is the Braves' chance to get some payback against the Dodgers. That's coming up on May 2nd. But you're looking at some video here of the crowds out and about last night in the Battery, and no doubt they celebrated well into the night, coming off that huge win. They look again for another win tonight against the Marlins. The 2025 legislative session here in Georgia is over. Last night was Sine Die, as it's known, and lawmakers celebrated in their chambers as they do on this night. This session, lawmakers passed Governor Kemp's priority and overhaul of Georgia's civil lawsuit system, another $1 billion tax rebate, a handful of school safety bills, and the 2026 budget. It's a roughly $38 billion package. There were some high-profile bills that did not make it to a final vote this session, including a proposal that would give tax breaks for gun safety classes, a bill that would strip state funding from public schools that have diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, and a bill that would overhaul Georgia's elections, requiring election night hand counts and giving more authority to partisan poll workers. You could be the next winner of the St. Jude Dream Home. It is time. Yes. Look, they are under construction right now, and one home in particular is the St. Jude Dream Home. This year's home is incoming. It has 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a 2-car garage, and plenty of amenities. A $100 ticket will not only help children who are getting treatment at St. Jude Children's Research Center and Hospital, but it enters you to win the home and several other amazing prizes. Listen to some of these prizes that are available this year in the St. Jude Dream Home giveaway. $2,500 in airline gift cards, a $3,000 getaway experience to use on a hotel stay, spa treatments, or dinner, a Visa gift card for $10,000, a 2025 Billy Howell Ford Maverick pickup valued at $28,000, a $5,000 grocery gift card. And again, you are qualified to win all of the prizes when you buy your $100 ticket on April 10th. So you can find much more information about this right now on AtlantaNewsFirst.com. And again, the money goes to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital to help the children and their families getting that life-saving care. All right, let's take another peek outside right now. The sun is shining in Midtown. We are getting warmer and warmer. I'll bring in First Alert meteorologist Rodney Harris to talk about the changes heading our way. Rodney, we've got a First Alert weather day tomorrow.
We do indeed, Megan. So we're actually working on the forecast like as we speak because there are changes happening right now. So we want you to know that Sunday is the day. That's really the day where we're looking at that potential for severe thunderstorms. And we're also looking at the potential for some flooding that'll start to increase, especially by Sunday evening. So I want to get right into this, talk about the timing first. These storms are moving into northwest Georgia about 9 o'clock on Sunday morning. So Rome, LJ, the storms are headed your way 9 a.m. on Sunday. If you are in Atlanta, Metro Atlanta, around lunch Sunday, storms are moving in. It's the leading edge of this line that will have the highest risk of producing severe weather, that leading edge. After the leading edge initially moves into Atlanta, then it'll just rain all day Sunday, unfortunately. So if you have any plans Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, or Sunday night, it'll basically rain all day. And then going into Monday, here's one of the changes. So this front is slowing down. So unfortunately, as you drive to work on Monday morning, I'm not forecasting any severe weather, but it does look like it'll still be wet. So your Monday morning commute will be wet. We've added a first alert for Monday to address that. And even going into Monday afternoon, I'm still seeing some rain, at least southeast of Atlanta. So this is one of the changes. Our forecast rain, this is starting Sunday morning going through Monday. What you see over Atlanta, that is 3, maybe 4 inches of rain in a very small period of time. So initially we were thinking wind and isolated tornadoes as your risk, but now we're going to add flooding, especially by Sunday evening, because there's going to be a lot of rain in a short period of time. I don't think we'll see any street flooding Sunday afternoon, but by Sunday evening, Sunday night, going into Monday morning, the threat for street flooding will certainly increase, so that will also be a new concern. Here's the severe weather outlook. You can see what's in yellow there. That's a level 2 risk of an isolated severe storm. So as the line is moving in, everybody will see lightning on Sunday. The strongest storms will be capable of producing damaging winds. Everybody won't see that, but damaging winds will be possible. And there is also an isolated risk for a tornado. I think that for those of you south of Atlanta, that risk of a tornado will be higher because you'll have more time to heat up a little bit. But to be honest, that risk of a tornado will also be just about everywhere. So it's not saying that everybody will see tornadoes, but that possibility will be out there. So we'll be watching for that Sunday afternoon and evening. That is your largest risk for severe weather. And then going into Monday, it'll just be rain. So make sure and plan accordingly today. No rain whatsoever, just super hot and humid, just as hot as it was yesterday. 87 degrees later on this afternoon. So if you're headed out to the Braves, any festivals going on today, just make sure and drink plenty of water, but it will stay dry. Again, those storms moving into Atlanta around lunch on Sunday. Our entire First Alert weather team will be here tracking those storms for you tomorrow, and we will keep you up to date on Atlanta News First, on our social channels, and in the First Alert weather app. We hope you make it a great Saturday, and until next time, we'll see you soon.